And a top story this hour, the Pentagon has claimed that US strikes on Iranian nuclear sites set the country's nuclear program back by up to 2 years. This is as per the US Defense Department. Intel shows that the facilities targeted during the strikes have been completely obliterated. Pentagon spokesman has told journalists that, and I quote, "We have degraded their program by 1 to 2 years at least." Intel assessments inside the department assess that before adding that, it is probably closer to 2 years. American B-2 bombers hit 2 Iranian nuclear sites with massive GBU-57 bunker buster bombs last month, while a guided missile submarine struck a third site with Tomahawk cruise missiles. There has been much debate over the impact of the strikes, with President Donald Trump claiming that Iran's nuclear program has been obliterated. The latest Pentagon assessment echoed and supported the US president's claim.
Our assessment of the battle damage around Fordow, Nantes, and Isfahan remains unchanged. I mean, we believe, and certainly all of the intelligence that we've seen have led us to believe that those facilities especially have been completely obliterated.
A preliminary assessment last week from the Defense Intel Agency had suggested that the strikes may have only set back Iran's nuclear program by months. However, Trump's administration officials have said that assessment was low confidence and had been overtaken by latest intelligence. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has admitted that the strikes on the Fordow nuclear site caused severe damage, but he also added that while the targeted nuclear facilities may not be intact, the technology and know-how is still there. Several experts have also cautioned that Iran may have moved a stockpile of near weapons-grade highly enriched uranium out of the deeply buried Fordow site before the strikes and could be hiding it, but US officials have denied any such intel. The US State Department has slammed Iran's suspension of cooperation with the UN nuclear watchdog, calling it unacceptable. Iran officially suspended its cooperation with the International Atomic Energy Agency, which is the IAEA, a move triggered by the Israeli and US strikes on its nuclear facilities.
It is, we'll use the word unacceptable, that Iran chose to suspend cooperation with the IAEA at a time when it has a window of opportunity to reverse course and choose a path of peace and prosperity. Iran must cooperate fully without further delay.
In a recent statement shared on social media, Iran's supreme leader Khamenei responded to President Trump's remarks, calling Iran to surrender. He claimed that this statement revealed a truth that Americans have been in conflict with Islamic Iran, and all they want is Iran's surrender. And joining us on the broadcast is Dr. Hamid Reza Gholamzadeh. He's Secretary General of the Asian Mayors Forum. He's joining us live on the broadcast from Tehran. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. The Pentagon says that US strikes set back Iran's nuclear program 1 to 2 years. Trump, in fact, had earlier claimed that Iran's nuclear program had been completely obliterated. Your views on Pentagon's latest remarks?
I don't think that, I'm quite sure that the facilities are not obliterated, but there has been some damage. It's something that is, there have been some damages to all 3 nuclear facilities. But the reality is that both Natanz and Fordow are deep down in the ground, and we can be quite sure that they cannot inflict huge damage to them. Given the bunker busters that they used was not successful in and it was about half of Fordow. So the same cannot be actually happening in Fordow. I do not expect severe damages in terms of obliteration, but the ventilation shafts and that is very vulnerable to damage, but something that can be repaired easily.
Sorry, I'll have to interrupt you there. Right, there seems to be a network problem. We'll just try and fix that. But that was Hamid Reza Gholamzadeh giving his insights on Pentagon's latest statement on US airstrikes on Iran.